Once upon a time, a young girl named Lily lived in a small village encircled by thick trees. She was well known among the people for her beauty and generosity. They were unaware that she was keeping a terrible secret, though. Lily came up a strange book laying on the ground one day while exploring the jungle. She snatched it up and turned the pages to discover weird writing, symbols, and spells. Lily made the decision to bring the book home and read it since she had always been fascinated. Days went by, and Lily continued to be enthralled by the spells and incantations in the book. She began owning them covertly, and quickly realized that she has a special aptitude for magic. But when she dug deeper into the spells, she discovered that they weren't just any ordinary spells. Rather, they were ominous, perilous spells designed to call forth malevolent spirits. As soon as Lily discovered her newfound strength, she developed an addiction to it and began to abuse it. Everyone in the hamlet eventually came to fear her when she used spells to control them and forced them to do her bidding. Although she basked in her strength, her acts were not overlooked. One day, a gang of formidable witches came up to Lily and cautioned her about playing with fire. They warned her that the spirits she was calling were dangerous, and that by doing so, she was endangering both herself and others. However, Lily disregarded advice since she was so overcome by her newfound power and kept casting charms. Knowing that Lily was helpless, the witches used a potent spell to send the bad spirits she had attracted back to the abyss. The spell, however, had unanticipated results. The spirits were not entirely vanquished. Rather, they combined with Lily, making her a potent witch. Lily harassed the hamlet using her newly discovered abilities, wreaking havoc and spreading confusion wherever she went. She was previously adored by the people, but now they dreaded her and referred to her as the Witch of the Forest. They came together to defeat her, but no one had the guts to go up against her. A young prince made the decision to enter the forest one day to confront the witch after learning about her fear. He was committed to rescuing the village's inhabitants. He encountered the witches, who forewarned him of the danger, but he was unmoved. He was courageous and possessed a kind heart, which rendered him impervious to the witch's powers. Lily was enraged as she spotted the prince coming toward her. The prince resisted her efforts to kill him despite her summoning all of her abilities. He walked up to her and, holding his sword aloft, he used a spell to lessen the witch's influence. He destroyed her in one rapid motion, relieving the hamlet of her fear. The prince was welcomed as a hero by the villagers, and he triumphantly returned to his realm. After the witch's curse was removed, the village's tranquility was restored. However, Lily's fright left a lasting impression on the people, and the legend of the forest witch evolved into a warning narrative that was passed down from generation to generation. So, dear reader, always be aware of the power you wield since it comes with a lot of responsibility. Because if you allow it to devour you, you can end up becoming the forest witch who is dreaded by everyone and is forever remembered as a monster. The story doesn't end there, though. The hamlet prospered for many years, but rumors of the witch's reappearance began to circulate. People allegedly saw her ghost stalking the forests at night, demanding retribution for her passing. After midnight, the locals began to lock their homes and urged children not to play in the woods. A little girl named Rose was returning from a friend's house one evening when she heard an odd noise coming from the woodland. She made the daring and inquisitive decision to look into it. The witch's spirit, who was now more potent than ever, greeted her as she approached the woodland. Because of her pure heart and resistance to the witch's powers, Rose had no need to be terrified. She confronted the witch and demanded that she leave the village because she was no longer wanted there. The witch mustered all of her abilities and attacked Rose in a fit of rage at being confronted by a mere mortal. Rose, however, was not going down without a fight. She refused to back down and cast a strong spell to send the witch's ghost back to the underworld. The witch's curse was finally broken, and peace returned to the hamlet. Rose was hailed as a hero and became known as the village's savior. For many centuries to come, people would recount the tale of her bravery and the witch's demise. As a result, the legend of the forest witch was transformed into one of strength and hope, teaching us that even in the face of overwhelming evil, bravery and a pure heart may triumph. The last. So, dear reader, may this story serve as a reminder that there is always hope, even in the most dire circumstances, and that it is up to us to conquer our fears and take on the difficulties that life throws our way, since it is our bravery and tenacity that will define our fate.